Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is O'Neil Catnell. I want to welcome you to our team call tonight. This is the first team call of the year 2020. I'm extremely excited to be on this call because it's the beginning of something wonderful and it's a special year. And also, I want to congratulate everyone in attendance. I want to say thank you for being in attendance, for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's a level of showing that you are deeply committed to your success and mostly importantly, being a part of the legacy movement and the Synergy Worldwide opportunity. We take it very seriously. We conduct these calls to provide a support system and infrastructure where you can learn how to be successful, giving you tips, the know to, you know, um, testimonials, and different means that you can apply to become successful with this wonderful cause driven opportunity. What I would say is the most significant cause driven opportunity of the new decade, which is 2020 and beyond, ladies and gentlemen. So, congratulations to those who are in attendance. 80% of success is showing up. And by you showing up, showing that you're present shows your level of commitment towards your success to capture the market share that is available in this marketplace for this wonderful opportunity. So I take it very seriously. So as we get started, ladies and gentlemen, 2020 is the beginning of an entire new decade. It is where we get a chance to forge and create what our next 10 years is going to look like. And what a powerful way to do that than being with a part of the legacy movement and Synergy Worldwide, you know, helping people and creating a financial independence for yourself with this wonderful opportunity that we have here, and also being a part of a wonderful group of people to help you get there. These calls are designed to really provide you the tools and equipment for you to really be successful. So make sure you have pen and paper to take notes, ladies and gentlemen. And as we get this year start, we want to start with a word that will carry us through the next 365 days of the year, excuse me, that will, keep us focused, keep us, on the right track and, stay on the right course so that there is no distractions in your goals and your dreams. And that word that we're going to herald this year is called action. The word action. The word action stands for the act, deed, means of getting something done. The results from doing. The results from doing, ladies and gentlemen. Powerful word at a pivotal time in our life. Just want to share this quote with you. If you have pen and paper, or if you're watching on the screen, it's up on the screen. It says, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps become a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. And it is our mission to help you make your dreams come through. And that's why we help you set established goals, have you with a plan, and most importantly, drive you to take action, because that's the steps that's going to get you where you need to go, ladies and gentlemen. You see, proper planning is important. A good plan and hard work, okay, leads to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts lead to poverty. So remember, the word of the year is action, the act or means or the deed of getting something done, the results from doing. And you keep doing because you have to have a purpose. Okay, you got to be prepared, you got to be persistent, and most importantly, you have to be disciplined in order to succeed with this wonderful opportunity, because it is rich and it's ripe, and you are in position because you chose to, and God and the universe have put you in a position to be first, to share it to the masses. Now you have to take the action that is required to fulfill your goals and dreams. When you take a look, ladies and gentlemen, it is not easy, the road ahead. Okay, it's going to be filled with challenges, but that's why it is worth it. you know Excuses can be your friend or it can be your foe. It depends on how you look at it. I define excuses as nothing more than a well planned lie. And if you see excuses as that's what it is, then guess what? It has no power over you. But if it has power over you, okay, it can be lead to your own downfall. So You control excuses, ladies and gentlemen. See the well-planned life for what it is. Remove it from your landscape and watch your actions perpetuate your goals and dreams. And, watch your life transform with this wonderful opportunity, because it all hinges on you. You see, we have a wonderful opportunity here where we have a company, products, the trends in the marketplace, the timing in the industry, and the compensation plan are all coming into alignment, okay, to provide you an opportunity unlike what we've ever seen before. Because synergy results when the sum of the forces is greater than the sum of the individual, ladies and gentlemen. We are not on trial. Okay, it's a fantastic opportunity. A debt-free and profitable company that was established in 1999, publicly traded under Nasdaq. We manufacture and test our own products. We're in 28 countries globally, and we're looking to capture the market share in North America, Central and South America, and the Caribbean. And you play a pivotal role in that. Okay, all you have to do is the easy part. The infrastructure is set, the logistics is taken care of. All you have to do is take the action to capture the market share that is available to you. Because, you know, backed by the number one herbal supplement manufacturer, Nature Sunshine, our parent company with a 45-year running history, ladies and gentlemen, you know, have more money in the bank for the expansion of the marketplace, ladies and gentlemen. You know, validated by third party, you know, Forbes magazine ranked us in the top 100 most trustworthy companies. It just goes on and on. But we offer solutions, health solutions to people that are the best in the world, that will provide real benefits, so you can stand confidently knowing that when you're conveying our information, what you have to offer, it's going to bring value into people's lives. Because Synergy has the best products in the world, because validated and proven science have been implemented into our product line, ladies and gentlemen. We are in every category of wellness, okay, in our nutritional, weight management, skincare, and fitness. And all of our products are unique, they're consumable, proprietary, and leading edge. So we have, okay, an advantage, and we have product technologies that are innovative, at the forefront, first to market, and they, quite frankly, they work, ladies and gentlemen. Microbiome technology, skincare technology, and our flagship product, our ProArgi-9, which is based on Nobel Prize medical research, which is clinically proven to help maintain healthy blood pressure levels, blood sugar levels, promote a healthy blood flow and the production of nitric oxide. Fantastic. This product was clinically studied at the High Desert Cardiac Institute in Victorville, California, which, because of the findings from that clinical study, led it to be featured in the physician's desk reference. Now, when you have products and solutions that provide real health benefits to people like that, what will happen is it creates an opportunity to create a tremendous income. And matched with our compensation plan, our dual linear compensation plan, that allows you to literally design your income, because we build two lines of distribution, one on your left and one on your right. And you can earn 7 different ways. But one of the key ways that is creating so much excitement is our mega match, where every person that you enroll into Synergy as a business partner that sees the opportunity to build a line of distribution business for themselves, you can match their income by helping them build their distributions, ladies and gentlemen, lines of distribution. You can match their income dollar for dollar, ladies and gentlemen, unlimited amount of people. And that's what's creating such an excitement, because, for the first time, a culture is being created in helping each other grow. When you help people build their business and establish and make money, the company matches with you dollar for dollar, which is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. And this is unlimited potential, because it's on any amount of people that you personally enroll. Doesn't matter the depth or the length there are in your team, okay? Because you enroll them and they build lines of distribution business and earn a team commission, the company will match that with you dollar for dollar. So the income potential here, ladies and gentlemen, is astronomical. It's unlike anything else you've seen before, but it takes action. It takes a plan. It takes a strategy, and it takes commitment, ladies and gentlemen, because some of us will have to develop the skill set to build that business. And that's why we have these calls, because we teach you step by step strategies, techniques, solutions, how to's to really get going. All you have to do is apply them, okay, and repeatedly, because that's how we learn, trial and error, and keep doing that, and your business will take root because it's fantastic what we have to offer. You know, we also have tremendous support, whether it's through your sponsor, digital presentations, webinars, digital tools, regular meetings, product training, live nationwide calls, team calls such as this, ladies and gentlemen. Just support, business tools, and so forth for your business. You're in a position where the infrastructure is here to help you succeed. And as we're going into this 2020, we are going to make a couple announcements on new incentives that will be rolling out to help everyone infuse some extra cash into their pockets to build our business. Incentives that will above and beyond the current compensation plan, because we know that you are worth it, ladies and gentlemen. And, by focusing on a simple duplicatable system. Okay, well, let me go back to the incentives. We will be announcing that on our next team call, what the incentives will be. So stay tuned to the message boards. Okay, we're serious about that. Along with the company will be later on this month announcing their own incentives. Okay, because it is time for everyone to grow. It is a new decade, and this year, it starts this year. What you're going to accomplish this year, we're going to help infuse additional income into your pocket. But it takes us focusing on a simple, duplicatable system, ladies and gentlemen. We have a plan of action that helps you contact who the people you know, or a contact list, to show them how to teach you how to show the presentations, get people to watch a presentation or listen to some information, and how you sponsor and then teach them to do the same thing. It's a simple 4-step system that really works. Okay, it starts by using the product, step 1, then share the products, step 2, build a team, step 3, step 4, coach others. And it starts with this: step 1, use the product. You must first become a product of the product yourself. There's nothing more compelling than your own personal testimonial, so that when you convey that to other people, you're speaking from confidence, although that you're part of benefits of a product that worked for you. And that's why this opportunity is unlike anything else before. And people are looking for your own story. We often hear that facts tell, but stories sell. People not necessarily want to hear about information of the company or what's ingredients in the product. They want to hear what it has done, what benefit has it provided for you. And you telling your story is very, very compelling, ladies and gentlemen. So we teach you to be a product of the product yourself, consume the product so you can convey your story. Then step 2, share the products, refer customers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so when you start sharing, you're going to have customers, but you'll also earn elite rebates, 25% on their orders. And then now you have people who are consuming the product for the benefits that they derive and not for financial gain, that you can share in addition to your own testimony with other people as you create a demand for the products that you have to offer. Okay, then step 3, build a team. Okay, sponsor 2 people. Everyone can find 2 people, your first 2 business partners. So we focus on customers and your first 2 business partners who see the vision and the mission and where we're going, a part of this legacy movement, ladies and gentlemen. Then step 4, coach others. Take the same team building actions that you took. Become a customer, a product of the product, and refer customers. Okay, and sponsor 2 people and teach those 2 people the same thing, to be a product of the product, refer customers, and sign up their first 2 people. And you keep doing that and over again, and keep repeating that process. And most people will say, well, I have 0 skills. How do I get started? What are the steps? And tonight I'm going to go over a couple of things, because we want to make sure that our team has the skill set, has the information that they can work on to see results, so they can feel confident to take the action that is needed to grow this wonderful opportunity, capture the market share that is available, and build a solid business for themselves. Okay, so what we're going to do is talk about the art of the invite, how to invite people to see the information, to see what you have to offer. Okay, the first thing you will have to do, okay, is develop a list of contacts. And many people, I'm going to give it to you very, very straightforward today. A list of contacts is a working document. It is never complete. You start and you'll always be adding and making corrections and adjustments, because it is your list that you derive potential candidates for customers and business partners. And you can use different tools to help you comprise that list. You can use a memory jogger that make you trigger or remember names of people that you'd like to contact. You can also ask for referrals from other people. Okay, you can use flyers to capture people's information and name. You can use social media, and even just going to networking events, capturing business cards, contact names and information, exchanging phone numbers and so forth. But that will help you build a list. Then once you have a list, ladies and gentlemen, most times they say a good list, you want to start off with your top 10, but a good list is actually, to start with, is a list of 25 people. Okay. A great list is 100 plus names. An outstanding list is 300 plus names, because it gives you a long list that you're going to go through, because you can go through list of contacts very, very quickly. But remember, you're always adding and making corrections to it. And I'm going to share with you that the first time I sat down and write a list, just by out of memory, I wrote down the names of 378 people. Okay. I put everybody that I know. I did not prejudge anyone, because we are not in the God business. We do not play God, and we don't try to make decisions for people. All we're doing is contacting people, okay, to let them know that you're part of something and you just want to share some information with them. That's it. Simple as that. Okay. So comprise your list, ladies and gentlemen. Oftentimes we have a tendency to try and pick and choose who will do business for us. Okay. And when we do that, we're going down a slippery slope of rejection, in productivity, non-productivity, and so forth, and not allowing the system to generate the people for you and the results for you. Okay, so that's what we talk about by prejudging. Okay, so when you make a list and you have your list, the first question is, how do I contact people? Well, there's two things. Remember our four-step system: become a product of the product. One of the first things you're going to share with people is your testimonial. That is a fantastic icebreaker to segue into them want to see more information. Okay, and you're speaking from a disposition of truth, okay, and confidence, and it also helps to diminish your nervousness. So when you're initially contacting incredible people, you can use different scenarios. For example, you know let's say someone you're familiar with, you can call Jack or something. I call Jack and say, hey Jack, I'm really, really excited today. You know why? I had issues, health issues, and I started taking a natural organic product, and it really, really improved my health. And I'm calling you. I don't know if this is something you have bad health or not, or maybe it will work for you or not, but I just feel compelled to share it with you. Do you have time to hear some information? When are you available so I can send it to you, and so forth? That's Keep it that simple. But what happens is you're conveying your enthusiasm and excitement about a benefit that you've received. So what will happen is some people may say, what is it? What you do now is you take control of the conversation there, because the person who asks the questions are the ones who are in control of the conversation. So you want to take control. Never ever allow people to ask too many questions. You're the one who asks questions. So when they say, what is it? Say, well, when are you available to take a look at the information so you can decide whether this is something you want to hear more about or not? And wait for an answer. He who answers first loses. So when you ask a question and then you respond in it, you just lost the ability, the psychological advantage in that. Wait for people to answer your question. Okay, because you are now a professional taking charge and directing the flow of how they're going to receive this information. Okay. And when they give you a time, say, okay, I may or may not be available at that time. Okay. Depending on if you have to work, or, many of us have day-to-day activities. So it has to fit within your schedule. If it doesn't, say, hey, listen, that is not a good time. Give me another time that works. Okay. And that's how you can do your initial contact. You're not conveying an information, because the tendency is to say proarginine, it's an organic powder, it helps to maintain healthy blood pressure. It shouldn't come from you in the initial contact. All you want to know if they're open to see some information, so they can decide whether they want to get more information. And what happens is you're now controlling the thought process. You're not giving them anything to qualify or disqualify what you have to offer. And that is the importance that we have to understand when you're doing the initial contact, and also the art of the invite. You're telling your story and you're telling the benefits, but you're not giving out the goods. Okay. You control how the information is conveyed to that person. So hopefully you guys understand that. Now, for people that, a stranger that you're meeting, okay, and you would like to put yourself in a position, okay, where you can, qualify or disqualify them, or see if they're open to even see what you have to offer. You have to learn the art of developing rapport with people. And there's different techniques. There are books that are written on, how to engage people, such as How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Um, Success with People by Cavett Robert, which is a book that I highly recommend. And you can Google these things. Now we have search engine, we have search Google, that you can search for information, on how to influence others. Okay. So there are several techniques. One of the techniques that I've learned, that I've implemented and I've used, is called the form technique. When you're talking to someone, people are very self-centered. They like to talk about themselves. So the form technique works very, very well, because what form stands for is family, occupation, recreation, and motivation or message. And what that is an acronym that you can use when you're starting to talk to people, how you can engage them and get them to open up and feel a connection with you, where you know, they will bring their wall down of, of not feeling like you're trying to sell them anything. Okay. And what happens is you're developing a level of trust with them. So, when I start off a conversation, whomever I'm talking to, I engage with them, you know, and one thing I make sure is I repeat their name. I try to memorize their name, and then I ask them, just in casual conversation, whether it's a networking event, I would ask them, so what brought you to this event? And when they start to tell me, so I said, okay, that's great. Are you from this local area? And they'll tell me where they're from or something like that. I said, that's great. So are you doing this for yourself? Are you single? Are you married? Just to be, just a little nosy, but not too much. And when they say that, you say, well, that's great. You're doing this, um, you're married, and, or you're single, and so forth. How many children do you have? What are their names? And so forth. You know, just really decent, make it a rapport. It's not like you're going through a bullet point list. In your mind you are, but you're making it more conversational, like you're genuinely interested in them. And that is very, very important for you guys to understand, that people will know if you're genuinely interested in them, because in that conversation you're looking for a way you can emotionally connect with them, whether through their family, through their occupation, through what they do as recreation. You're looking for something that you can connect with them. We call it the emotional deposit, something that you guys connect on a different level, that brings a more warmth to your conversation, and a building block of friendliness. Okay. So as you go through the conversation and say, hey, you know, you have a family and so forth, you live in Jacksonville, and what brought you here and so forth. Why, what do you do for a living? Why are you here at this event? And that's how I segue sometimes when I'm getting to know enough. And you have to allow people to talk sometimes. Okay, when you're building rapport, do not be too rigid. You have to allow them to talk and elaborate a little bit, and then look for your segue, whether you've heard enough or you've gotten enough information. Then you can talk about what they do for a living or what they like to do as a recreation, and you're looking for something that you can connect on. Oh, I go fishing too, you know, and for some reason I can't seem to catch such and such, you know, or this type of fish. If Especially if they brag as if they're very good fisher, you can ask for an advice and say, I haven't gotten. I love to go fishing, but I haven't gotten luck on fishing. What is it that you do, you know, so you can catch fish? People love to elaborate on stuff like that, whether it's sewing, whether it's working out at the gym, whether it's weaving or whatever that recreational activity is, racing, it doesn't matter. Have them elaborate why they like it so much, because within that conversation of finding out about family, occupation, and recreation, you're looking for what motivates them, why they're looking to be successful, why they're looking, you know, for growth or something to help them fulfill their desire, which is in their motivation. That's what that conversation. And when you find it, then you have an impetus to where you can segue yourself and say, well, you know, maybe people are, motivated because they want to be able to, you know, um, have more resources for their recreational activity. Well, say, hey, listen, one of the reasons I'm here is I'm looking for sharing with others what I have, because it has helped. This opportunity has helped me, be able to afford or put me in a position where I will be able to afford my recreational activity. I'm not sure if it's for you or not, but maybe you can review this information and maybe it's something you can utilize, or maybe not. At least you can say you saw it and qualify it. And, that's how I segue into getting them to take a look at what I have to offer through that dialogue. And remember, the initial contact, you may have to revisit them, because what happens is that conversation, you made it so memorable that you may even exchange contact information so you can inquire with them on a later on time where you can say, hey, listen, you know, I'm part of an association, I'm part of a wonderful team that is impacting the lives of people. I just wanted to share this information with you on another contact. You may not even get enough time to even inject an opportunity about our product or business. You may just have made a connection with someone so that you made yourself memorable to them so you can capture their contact information. And that is fine, because that is part of building rapport. So you can contact them, okay, at a later time. So it works twofold depending on how the conversation goes. And a lot of times that's what I do. Okay, I just build rapport and have that emotional deposit, make myself memorable, capture their information and say, hey, listen, let's contact, maybe in a week or so, let's get in touch, or maybe in a couple of days, are you available? Maybe we can continue our conversation. Seems like you may be somebody I would like to partner with on a venture, or however you want to label it, or have some information, important information I'd like to convey with you, or just say, hey, listen, let's finish up this conversation at a later time. However you feel comfortable closing that conversation is important. The most important thing is building rapport. Okay. So oftentimes, remember, the professional is always in control. It's not always about trying to get to the sale. Okay. What we're trying to do is back people into the sale. Let them talk them way into what you have to offer. And that's the skill that we're going to teach you over the next couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. The form technique, very, very powerful. Go ahead and practice it. Okay. Try just talking to people, and instead of just say hi and such, and for your regular conversation, start asking them about family. Okay. Or, maybe somebody, just call them and say, when you're talking with them, how you doing? Long time we haven't catch up, how is such and such? And just let them talk about family, and say, hey, no, John, I never knew you came from a family or a big family or so forth. You never talk much about your family. Why don't you do that? Ask those kind of questions, and how's it going at work? What's the latest up there? And let them elaborate, do you get the time to go karaokeing again, or, something like that? And you'll be surprised how people will look at you and how your conversation will change, ladies and gentlemen. It is a powerful tool that you will need to utilize in 2020 as you're building your rapport. So I didn't want to take too much of your time. We're at 10:30, so we're going to finish up this part. And on our next call, we're going to go further into the art of the conversation, where you will make the business approach now. Once you develop rapport, then now, one, you learn to qualify with a question. Do not answer, allow the people to answer. Do not provide initial information on our solution and so forth. Okay. And we're going to go into that detail on our next call. So this is going to be a series of calls that we're going to go in depth. So remember, the form technique, I want everyone to practice that. Okay, it's important. Watch how your conversations are going to change with people when you start to listen. So when you start asking these questions, listen now, because you're going to hear things you've never heard before. So I want to thank you all for being on our team call. Happy New Year to each and every one. Remember, there are bonuses and incentives that we're rolling out to help everyone make some additional income on top of the current compensation plan. We're excited about that. And we have an business overview call every Tuesday and every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the same dial-in number, okay, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Tuesday and Thursday, so that you can invite people, okay, to hear the information, okay, so they can make a qualified decision, so they can hear the details, they can hear the information on those calls, so they can make a qualifying decision whether this is something they want to pursue or not. So I want to thank you all. My name is O'Neil Catnell. Proud to be a member of the Legacy Movement and the Synergy Worldwide Opportunity. God bless. Good night. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.